Hi everyone, as you can see we're back aboard Zen again, where it is cold. We are in Cape May in New Jersey.
This video describes our trip home to Perth on holiday, and then we returned briefly to the UK and then back to Deltaville in Virginia, where we did a mini refit on Zen again to make her ready for our sailing adventures this year.
Enjoy!
We arrived in Perth in early February this year after our Christmas break in the UK. It was great to be back home after nearly 5 years away. We based ourselves in Fremantle, but we also took the public transport to get around, and we spent a bit of time in Perth visiting Elizabeth Quay. We also visited the Sculpture by the Sea exhibition, which takes place every year at Cottesloe Beach, and they've got some pretty amazing sculptures from artists from all over the world. During our stay, we spent a fair bit of time at Fremantle Sailing Club, where we did a presentation on our sailing adventures so far, and we also managed to get a couple of new ensigns made, so thank you very much, Isabel. Sadly, all good things must come to an end, so we flew back to the UK briefly just to catch up with a few family and get our things packed together. And then we were off to the US to get Zen again refitted for her sailing season.
On arrival in Washington, we picked up our hire car, which had morphed into a crew cab ute known as the truck. It proved very useful. After a couple of days with friends in Washington, we drove down to Deltaville and Deltaville Yachting Centre, which is a full-service boatyard as well as marina. First item on the refit list was to get the mast lifted out, which was done very well by the yard contractors. With the mast on the ground, we could replace all of the electrical cables, the VHF coax, and fit a new antenna. We also serviced the Brunton's autoprop propeller, greasing all of the blades, and we applied prop speed. Previously the prop had been bare. We drove the truck into Annapolis to purchase new chain, and new anchor had been delivered to our friends in Washington, and two new lithium batteries, so we doubled our electrical capacity. Over the winter our diesel had been taken out of the main tanks into jerrys, so we filtered them and put them back in. We also had some canvas modifications, the side clears put into the Dodger, and we had a new Tasca mainsail and boom bag. Most exciting part of the work with the mast unstepped was fitting a Tides Marine sail track. That took a fair bit of organising, but once we received it, it fitted very easily and very well. While at Deltaville, we used the local West Marine quite a bit for various bits and pieces, and after 2 weeks it was time to re-step the mast and launch the boat. With the boat back in the water at a slip at DYC, we could move on to interior work. They included new charge controllers for the engine, a Maritron data display, a new transducer which included trim and heel, a new autopilot. The upper unit there was the drive unit. In the nav station we had a new handset for the Vespa Cortex VHF AIS, and a second one on deck in the cockpit, along with the autopilot controller and the Maritron display. That was the conclusion of our mini refit.
When we weren't beavering away on the refit, we managed to get out and about, visiting the Yorktown Museum of the Revolutionary War, and we also visited the Jamestown settlements, and both museums have some excellent displays about the early history of the US and the region. We also attended a couple of Ocean Cruising Club's 70th anniversary events. Volunteering is very strong in the US, as is fundraising in the community, and this was a local event that we attended which was intended to raise funds for the local volunteer firefighting organisation. Roast oysters, beer, fried oysters, everything oysters, plus burgers if you weren't into that sort of thing. But it was a great afternoon and a great chance to meet some of the locals. We hope you enjoyed the video.
Our next video will cover our cruise north through Chesapeake Bay.
Thanks for watching.
See ya.